welcome back to my channel. I'm Lindy, aka Paleobarbie, for those of you guys who are new. Today we're going to be making a cheesecake with a pumpkin Snickerdoodle cookie crust. I know, it's going to be so good. So let's get started with the video. Alright guys, for this recipe you're going to need some swerve or some powdered erythritol of some other brand. You will need some lemon juice or lemon to squeeze for juice, about a tablespoon. You're going to need 32 ounces of cream cheese. I personally like the real brand of Philadelphia. I tried using the Aldi brand several times and I just don't feel like it gets blended really well in any of my recipes. So I've gone back to the Philadelphia brand, which is what I use. So, but use what you want. You're going to need 4 eggs. You're going to need pumpkin, 100% pumpkin, not any pumpkin pie mix, just pumpkin. Baking powder, almond flour, monk fruit sweetener, or granulated erythritol will work too. Vanilla. You're going to need 1/4 cup or 1/2 stick of butter, and pumpkin pie spice. So these are all the players in the game. Let's get this party started. First thing we're going to do is mix up the wet ingredients for the crust. I went ahead and softened my butter in the microwave. I let it go a little too long. I just wanted it soft, but if you just leave it out on the counter, it'll be perfect. Which is what I usually do, but since I have a lot to do today, I did not do that. So I've got my butter in here. I'm going to add my 1/2 cup of pumpkin and 1 egg to this and mix this all up. Okay, all the ingredients are in here. I'm going to mix these up really well, and then we'll mix up the dry ingredients in a separate bowl, and then we'll combine. Alright, that's good and combined. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix up my dry ingredients. 1.5 cups of almond flour, a cup of swerve, or your favorite powdered erythritol. I'm going to blend these all together with a beater. You can also do it through a sifter if you want it to be more fine, but since it's just a crust, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just going to mix these up really well together, and then we're going to combine the wet and the dry ingredients together. Alright, now it's time to mix them together. Mix together, and this is what your dough should look like once you're done. Alright, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to grease a 8-inch springform pan. I don't have a springform pan, so I am using this big cake pan. This is what I used every time I've made cheesecake because I don't have one. It is on my Christmas list, so hopefully it will come. So I'm going to put my crust down in the bottom of here. I've got my oven heating to 350, and I'm going to cook it for about 12 minutes. Depends on your oven, so check it. And then we will finish up the topping that goes on this, and then we will do the cheesecake filling. Alright, so I've got it spread all over the bottom of the pan. This is going to go in the oven. Okay, while that's baking, I'm going to mix up my topping. So you're going to use a teaspoon of your pumpkin pie spice and a teaspoon of either golden monk fruit or just the granulated white erythritol, or any granulated, I can't even talk today, erythritol or type of sweetener. That's not sugar, obviously. So I'm going to just mix these together really well and set them aside until the crust comes out of the oven. Okay, so my crust is out of the oven, and now I'm going to put the topping on it. I'm just going to simply sprinkle it all over, and then we will get the cheesecake filling mixed up, and we will get it back in the oven. Alright, so I sprinkled it with the topping, and now we're going to go mix up the filling so we can get this all finished up. Into my mixer, I have 4 blocks of cream cheese, which is 32 ounces. You want to make sure it's softened, so let it sit out on the counter for a few minutes, or while you're making the crust, and then it'll be just right. Or if you forget, you can take it out of the wrapper, stick it in some sort of microwave container, and pop it in the microwave for a few seconds just to soften it up. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to add 3 eggs, our lemon juice, vanilla, and our swerve to this mixture and get it all mixed up. To the bowl. Now I'm going to put in my teaspoon of vanilla. Right, so now I'm putting in my swerve. I'm a messy cook, I don't know about y'all. Alright, got all that in there, and now my lemon juice. I'm just going to squeeze my lemon. If you have lemon juice in a container, you can use that, a tablespoon, but I just had fresh lemon, so that's what I'm using. Always do it upright so that you don't get the seeds in there. If you have a squeezer, or whatever the fancy term is for those things, you can use that. And that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to get it on and start mixing it. and yum, and it's taking everything I have not to grab a spoon and just eat it out of this bowl because it smells delicious and looks like heaven. Now it's time to put the filling mixture into the crust. Guys, this is what it looks like after you get it all spread around. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you kind of want to make sure it's pretty evenly spread. And this is going to go in the oven for about 55 to 60 minutes, depending on your oven. So just watch it. You'll know when it's done. It's got that beautiful golden cheesecake crust. And then you'll pull it out. And then I will tell you what to do after that. Yummo, guys. I can't wait to have this. So after you take it out of the oven, you're going to want to let it cool. And then you can cover it with plastic. And the best way is to let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. And set. I mean, you can eat it before then, but it's always better if you wait. Believe me, you will be glad you did. So I'm not going to cut this today, but make sure you head over to my Instagram and look tomorrow, because I'll be posting a picture of a piece of it cut and on a plate, so you'll be able to see that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you make it, because it's pretty good.